All right, we want to run you through some of the ballot propositions that everyone in the state voted for. So let's start with Prop 32, and that would raise the minimum wage to $18 over the next 2 years, depending on the size of the company. Currently, minimum wage is $16 an hour for most. Depends on if you're in fast food or medical industries. And so right now we see voters voting that down 45 to 55%. But again, keep in mind, we only have 12% reporting, so it is really still too early to call.
All right, let's go to Prop 33 right now. This one you probably saw way more commercials on this than you wanted to see, but you can see right now that this is going down at this point right now. Majority voting no. This is the one that would ask voters to make it easier for cities and counties to limit how much a landlord can charge a tenant for rent. The ballot measure specifically repealing a state law that restricts the ability for cities and counties to impose rent control.
Now to Prop 34, which on the surface deals with health care spending. And that one looks to be passing by a pretty narrow margin at this point. But again, it is too soon to say for sure. This one is it's got a lot of layers. Let's just say that.
There's a backstory.
There's a backstory. Some call it a revenge proposition targeting the LA-based AIDS Healthcare Foundation, which put Prop 33 on the ballot.
And we can maybe talk about that a little bit later tonight. Ashley's nodding her head. Yes. Okay, well, let's go to Prop 35 right now. This is the one that would create a permanent tax on health insurance providers. And you can see here, this one is passing right now with just 14% reporting right now.
And now to Prop 36, another one that we've heard quite a bit about in this election cycle and has really divided Democrats. And this one seems to be passing by a large margin. If that holds, that would really support what the polls have been showing all along. And this one would increase penalties for some crimes, including fentanyl dealers and repeat theft crimes, by bumping them from misdemeanors to felonies. And let's bring you in, Ashley, to talk about this one because we've had the governor on one side of this saying we don't need it. We've passed state laws now that deal with exactly this. And on the other side, many Democrats who say we've had it with the fentanyl and we've had it with the retail crime.
Right. We started the night asking what message will voters send to the legislature and governor?
Right.
And Proposition 36 is the ultimate rebuke of them. I mean, since the beginning of this year, the legislature and governor, legislative leaders, both Democrats, have said that they didn't think that Proposition 36, or what became Prop 36, was needed on the ballot. There were multiple attempts to try to get it off the ballot. There was a negotiation. There was an attempt to leverage a whole proposed set of state laws around retail theft. But I mean, a lot of what's in Proposition 36 was brought to the legislature over and over and over again, including Alexandra's Law, which provides the same advisement that those convicted of DUI get would now be applied to fentanyl dealers who, if they sell the drug and deal it again and someone dies, they could face murder charges. Just giving that court warning was shot down numerous times in the legislature, and this was voters basically saying this is what we wanted, and so here we are.
Yeah, and let's go to Prop 33 right now. Again, we saw a lot of commercials on this, and this one's a little bit complicated.
It is complicated, and this is actually the third time it's on the ballot. The second time was in 2018, and in 2019, the legislature and governor actually went ahead and approved a new law that actually did cap rent statewide at 5% plus inflation. So there was some movement to try to rein in rent increases, I should say. But yeah, this one was a big concern because of how it would impact housing development, affordable housing development, and restricting housing construction is probably the last thing you want to do in a state where the supply is so desperately needed. And that was the message from opponents on Prop 33.